Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently making progress in Asia. Oh, that was laggy to zoom in. Okay, fantastic. Well, it seems to be improving, so that is good. We're going to send this infantry division on over to the Asian front, and once we get these troops freed up, this is going to be huge. Like, absolutely enormous. We are making fantastic progress over here in Asia. As far as the air war goes, Northern China is ours. Western China, we're making solid progress in. I love it. Okay, so let's continue to push on in. Anywhere where we need to support, we can always toss in a nuke. So we will... Oh, Manchu Republic capitulated. Great. What does that actually end up doing for our front line, though? Anything? I feel like that didn't do anything for our front line, really. Oh, actually it did. Look at this. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm going to delete these guys' orders. I'm going to tell these guys... Okay, I'm actually going to pull back this front line to, like, here-ish. I guess here will have to do. I wanted it to be here, but that's not how the frontline tool works. But that'll be okay for now. And then these guys, I'm going to give them a front line that is simply this. And then these guys, they're going to be responsible for frontlining this over here. So we'll go ahead and remove that. We'll put them frontlined here. There's also units over here that we will need to eliminate. And we'll just head on down over this way, like so. And hopefully, we'll get that all taken care of. So these guys, then, they are going to want to offensive line just all the way down Korea. Just take that. I know there's this island over here, but that's okay. There we go. And then these guys, their mission is the same as it's always been. Push basically... No, this is offensive line that I want. Push basically to Beijing, but not through Beijing just yet. Okay, so something along the lines of that. Now, we can go ahead and drop a nuke here. And so we shall. Excellent. And this tank unit is making its way on down nicely. This guy's not moving. He's not reacting to this, so I like this a lot. Driving this wedge between Korea and the rest of the Asian front over here, though, that's huge. Like, I can't even. That is very, very huge. I'm going to toss this unit into the army that's pushing into Korea for now. So that's great. And let's see how this guy ends up going. Okay, we're winning this at this point. Now we're losing it. Time to nuke. Now we're winning it. Nuke goes off. China has decrypted our ciphers. That's not shocking. Also, I want to check in on the status of this invasion. About 30 days yet. Okay. Sounds good. So that is magnificent. If we look at the losses chart here, I mean, it feels like we're losing a little bit more than they are right now, but that's just because we're pushing through this front right now, and overall, they've lost a lot more than we have. So I'm very pleased with this. We are absolutely winning this, and this should stack wipe, because he doesn't have anywhere to retreat to. Perfect. And then we'll just come down here, grab this victory point, and that will be perfect. The autosave finishes, and we're going to need to backtrack up this way like that. Grab that. Okay. So these guys are set to aggressively attack. That's great. And we're just going to continue to push in over this way. Now, in terms of air war, Northern China currently has no air war, or no air units at all. Okay. Exciting. Well, we've got a lot of units currently heading into Manchuria, and I want these guys to head over this way. Manchuria is no longer a concern. So we're going to, like, base out of here. Yeah, we need to work on these air bases in this area. That's for sure. But we also need to get a lot of these planes moved on over. Okay. So we'll do something along the lines of this. These guys are going to need to be basing, like, over here. Over into northern China. We've got these bombers. These guys, I would love to actually have them base over here. That'll detach them from the army, though, and I don't exactly want to do that right now. So we'll have these guys base over here. We'll put them into the Western China Air War. And yes, we're going to be overtaxing these air bases. That is for sure. But we're okay with that for the present moment. And you are... Yeah, you're attached to the army. Are you attached to an army? No, you're not. Okay. So I would love to have them, like, over in this airbase. Maybe over Korea. Yeah, we'll do something like that for right now, for our air war. Now, we are going to need to do a bunch of anti-air if necessary. Yeah, no anti-air needed there. Airbase upgrades in this region are none, so we just want to go through this then and find any repairs that we can. So let's go all the way to the bottom here, and we'll repair anything that is kind of air adjacent, including radar. Like so. We need to get these air bases back online. And that will be fantastic. So that's all of it there. Wonderful. So those will finish up fairly quickly, in all honesty. And let's keep an eye on these fronts. Now, this over here feels like it might be a little on the weak side to take this. That said, if we have the air control over Korea, which we do, we should be fine. No problems whatsoever. Now, our main problem in northern China is almost certainly to do with the fact that these air bases are pretty damaged. So we're working on repairing those. We do actually have an unassigned unit here, and we're going to toss that guy right on over here. Beautiful. We're currently about 13 days from being able to attempt an invasion of Australia. We'll see how successful that ends up being. It may or may not be successful. We definitely have a small number of units over here, but with air superiority, we should have no issues whatsoever. Although we don't currently have the air superiority that we need over Korea. Well, we'll see about obtaining it soon enough. We're also lacking in an attack here. And yeah, again, air superiority... Well, actually, this is in Manchuria. Okay. Well, that will follow eventually. Not too concerned about that. I do wish that we could increase the number of armies that this guy is capable of commanding. That would be nice. Oh, that's not ideal. Stop that. Like, seriously, stop that. Are we going to beat this guy there? No, but we are going to fight him, and we are, I think, going to win. Let's toss in a single tank unit. Now we're going to win. For sure. We don't want this breakout to happen. Okay, we've apparently pushed them in over here. There's this situation going on, but we do have some air superiority over here. I like it. We're going to go ahead and drop a nuke in these locations where they have some strength. I would love to nuke over this direction as well, but currently no such option. This tank unit doesn't need to actually travel there. I just wanted it to assist the fight. Perfect. So we're trying to push into Korea here, and the question is... The Korean air zone's borders are there. Okay, so this is all part of Manchuria. For the time being, I'm going to tell this unit, or actually this unit, get us air superiority back over Manchuria. Okay. We're going to want that, but not for too long, I think. We are successfully pushing in over here. I think we're going to win? Maybe. It's kind of fluctuating. Why don't you come grab this? Excellent. We do have additional unassigned units over here, 3 of them, and I'm going to send all 3 of them to this army. Excellent. Now we're definitely seeing some weakness along this front. We need to back this front line off to here. Okay. There we go. And we need to continue filling out these units, for sure. How are things going in the air war over northern China and Manchuria? We definitely need a bit more. But as our air bases get repaired here, things should get a lot better. Particularly these 2 air bases. Excellent. And we also have a bunch of anti-air constructing, although a lot of it's not in this area exactly. But we are making progress into Korea at this point. Driving a wedge here is, in my opinion, absolutely huge. I'm very pleased with this. We do need to get additional troops over here, but they will arrive soon enough. We're definitely short on manpower, and the major issue that we're having right now... Hello? This is not, I think, 75%. Yeah, 62. 48 here, and 100% down over this way, which means that we could, at this point, drop nukes along this front. And this is something that I'm very interested in doing, particularly here where they have 8 divisions. That's going to be very useful for us. This is, I think, a different air zone, but no, it's not. We can actually still nuke along here. I love it. That's a different air zone. Now, I'm going to nuke again in locations where they have 3 or more units. So there, 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 like so. And I'm going to keep doing this in this air zone in regions where they have 3 or more units. They won't have 3 or more units for too much longer. They'll start stack wiping. Fantastic. They're very close to stack wiping now. So we will just go ahead and do something like this. Beautiful. Excellent. They're in retreat. That's not going to stop us. I want stack wipes. They are getting a lot of organization back. There's no doubt about that. But they have no equipment. And we are making stack wiping progress here. But this is going to be the last round of nukes. I'm afraid of nuking our own people if we keep going too much longer. We might even here. We'll see. Nope. All good. Okay, that's the last round. Air war over here. Okay, we have air superiority in Manchuria now. We've pushed them back into the Korea node, but Manchuria is still the target over here. We are at 67% in Manchuria, so we definitely need to be able to nuke this area. So we'll continue working on that. This has shortened dramatically, this particular front line. So I'm very pleased about that. Now, these guys, they should be able to launch this. And yeah, they have. So in we go, and let's see if we manage to successfully invade Australia here. I'm hopeful. But we have no real idea what their defenses might be like on this coast. If anything. If anything. So, we're also... Ooh, that's a really solid pocket. I love this pocket. That's going to be a 5-unit stack wipe. Magnificent. I'm extremely pleased with that. And it looks like this coast is undefended. That looks distinctly like it's undefended. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to put our front line here, naturally. And at this point, our first goal is going to be to draw a line kind of like this in Australia. Approximately. What's that fill in like? Little awkward. But go for it. Excellent. An unopposed landing makes me very happy. This did indeed stack wipe, as expected. And we have reinforcements on the way over here. And we're actually pushing these American troops back. So that is great. How are we doing in the air war? In Manchuria, we have supremacy at this point. So we could nuke these locations if we wanted to. There's not a reason to, though. What's our situation like in northern China? 62%. Okay, in western China, 73%. And full air superiority over here. These guys can't be nuked at this point. But we can do another line of nukes over here. Sadly, we can't nuke here. I would love to nuke that. No such luck. And in Korea, the question then becomes, do we care about Manchurian air supremacy? The front line is almost pushed through here. So I think at least for now, we should move these guys over to Korea. Actually, I'm going to have these guys in Korea, these guys in northern China. There we go. That gives us full supremacy in Korea. And I'm just going to toss a single nuke at each of these frontline provinces. We don't necessarily need it, but that's what I'm going to do. Let's check in on Australia. Have they mustered any resistance for us yet? No, but we're also not really getting aggressive. We're kind of spreading out on this front line. Okay, we should probably look at our supply situation. 20 out of 11. So this naval base definitely needs to be upgraded as a top priority. Okay. We do have some supply flow, but we need more. The single naval base should be able to service this, though. And for now, we could check in to an airbase situation over here. Where is their airbase? Where is the airbase here? In this state. Right here. Can you go get that, please? Thank you. Excellent. So we're currently failing this attack. We'll back that up with a nuke. Kaboom. Excellent. This attack is struggling. I would love to back it up with a nuke, but that's not currently an option due to our only 72% air superiority here. Sad. We should probably check in and make sure the rebellion zone hasn't rebelled. It has not, although I did see some airplanes up here that were maybe not necessary. Oh, they're rocket wings. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Not concerned. So Korea is in the process of falling. How's our recruitment doing? Yeah, we're pretty limited by our manpower. There's no doubt about that. We are getting close to filling out these armies, though, and that is great. How are we doing on our garrisons? Okay, we don't need garrison troops from our subject nations. And we did just get a bump of manpower. That's going to be a stack wipe there. That guy's pocketed. We could use a nuke here. And maybe even a second. There we go. Hello, pause menu. Yeah, we're just continuing to push in. At this point, we should be expecting to see more capitulations over on this side fairly soon. And this is great. we really want to eliminate the American Union over here. So, in terms of what's going on over here, are these... I didn't hit the go button. I'm a moron. Okay. Now we're going. Fantastic. That said, we are making progress on our supply flow over here, so that should be fine. I have to assume Australia is mustering troops to deal with us. Not enough manpower or equipment to fill our garrisons. Okay, so yeah, now we need to think about getting some manpower from one of our subject nations. Not this one, it would appear. Aha! Do it. They gave us another 300,000. So that should be enough to keep our garrisons full for a while. Let's check in on the rebellion zone. They're going to be rebelling fairly soon, I feel like. Okay. I mean, it's not like that's anything we can't deal with. We've dealt with it before. We'll drop a nuke here. And we may even need a second. There we go. Excellent. Let's liberate Korea. After all, we held South Korea previously. Or actually, basically like all of Korea. We had a connector over this way. But at this point, we control a lot. We're just going to continue pushing in over here. I would like to do some nuke support over here, but currently that's not an option. Northern China, it is an option, however. So we'll support this attack. Excellent. A second nuke may be necessary. It wasn't, but we'll send it out anyway. And we are definitely making progress on this fill-in over here. I would like to get these guys pushed back just a wee bit. I would also love to nuke that location there. But perhaps what we could do is nuke along here. I'm wondering, can we nuke here? Yes, do it. We're going to nuke here many times. Like 4 times. And then we're going to drive a wedge in like so. Okay. I'm going to drop another nuke just to make sure. There we go. This will pocket these guys. Beautiful. We have 2 tanks here, and we're going to toss 1 tank into each of these armies. There we go. And how's our air situation going over here? I mean, we're doing okay. We're shooting down enemies. So that's fine. We do need to support this attack, and that is definitely something we want to do. There we go. Ah, these guys are pocketed now. I'm going to support this attack, though. I don't want them to unpocket this. Perfect. Korea is falling, and that is completely expected. This was not a nuke we did, was it? Maybe it was. I mean, I'm going to nuke this, for sure. And also this. Excellent. I'm going to give this a second. We're still actually losing this fight. There we go. We can probably get reinforcements in there. Even if we can't, I think this is fine. Yeah, why don't you get in here and assist us? There we go. Perfect. So we're making big progress on the Chinese front here, and the Australian front is going nicely as well. Some American troops have finally showed up, but we've taken a large amount of territory here, and I feel like this is an insurmountable toehold at this point over here. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more supply flow through here, but that's fine. We'll have that done soon enough. I don't think they can deal with that. So that is perfect. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue liberating Korea and then redirect these guys back over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.